Hey guys, welcome back to the Minijet YouTube channel. Today we've got a really exciting project. We're going to be tearing into this brand new CUB Spark behind us, and we're going to be using it as a donor in one of our upcoming builds. So with me I've got Zach here. Zach's one of the main mechanics in the shop, so he's going to be responsible for tearing this guy down, getting it all palletized and ready to drop into a boat when the time comes. So yeah, if you want to take a look, this is not something that we do too often. Usually we get power plants ready to drop in, but this is a really great opportunity for you guys to see what you guys might be working with when you're building your own boat at home. So we've got our brand new CUB Spark. This is a 90 horsepower model. It's got the IBR and trim as well. So our first order of business is Zach here is going to cut into this box. He's going to show us what's inside. So Zach, what tools are we going to use to break this thing down right now?
So far we're going to use an 8mm socket to start removing these little screws here.
And yeah, I guess we'll just jump to a quick time lapse of Zach tearing this thing down and getting it on a skid and into the shop. All right, so the next order of business is going to be picking this guy up. We'll throw it in the shop and then we're going to start tearing it down. So we'll go through the whole disassembly process, what to look for once we're in there. Right now, just about getting this thing through the door and into its new home. All right, Zach, so we've got the CUB Spark in here now. We're getting ready for the teardown process. So what are we gonna look for when we're starting this?
We're gonna take off all the plastic first, because I enjoy that. Then we're gonna start removing the dash components, the steering wheel components, the key, because this whole piece comes up after. So to make all that easier, I remove all that, the key, the wiring, the steering, drop it all into the hull, and then remove the big cover.
Cool. So yeah, basically focusing on steering wheel, handlebars first, and then we'll check back in afterwards and go from there. Awesome. All right, Zach, so we've got everything stripped out from the handlebars here. No more gauge cluster, all of our sensors, our little buttons, these are all taken out, ready to be rehomed in the next boat that they go into. So what's the next step that we're looking for?
The next step is to remove the top of the hull and start getting into the guts of it all.
Cool. All right, let's take a look at how this is done.
I'll go towards you. That's just the hoses.
Pretty easy work. So this is the inside of a Spark. Oh, look at that. We've got a little heart on there. Just for you, Zach.
Just a little heart. Yeah, so now we're going to get to the carbon seal to remove the hog ring. I do exhaust, hog ring, pump, wiring, fuel, then engine.
Okay, cool. So we'll see all that on the time lapse then.
Yes.
And yeah, how long do you think this will take you?
Less than an hour, I think, after this point.
Cool. All right, so Zach has got the CUB Spark all stripped down. So you can see it's pretty empty now compared to how we had it before. In the middle here, we've got the air box. So this is a component that's gonna stay in the hull. We don't use that. Same thing with the steering cable running all the way back. We've also got the resonator and the downpipe. Those are all staying in. Of the things that we took out though, Zach's got the engine all nicely pulled out here. It just comes out as one unit. And then we've got some other items here on the table. We've got the battery. The IBR, which we're reusing, here's all the fasteners. These are going to go back with the hull that Zach took apart. This is the fuel tank. We're going to be reusing this with a new neck and a cradle to support that. We've got our nice new LCD gauge, so that's new for the newer models of Spark. We've got our IBR and throttle levers, our key. We have our start-stop button as well, and then we've got our little trim controller there. We've also got our water box. We're going to reuse that, obviously. Like Zach mentioned, the carbon seal, our drive shaft, and we've got our little engine mounts. So those clamp around the mounts that are on the engine still, and those will get remounted in our new application. And finally, like Zach mentioned, we have the whole pump assembly here. So we've got our wear ring, our impeller on the inside here, and then we have our stator housing, our nozzle, our steering nozzle, and then our reverse bucket. So we always recommend doing a stainless steel wearing upgrade, which this one will get when it goes in the boat. But just to kind of give you an idea of how everything looks when it comes out of the hull, that's it. So this guy's gonna live a new life. We've already got a buyer lined up for it, so we're not throwing this in the dump. We gotta reduce, reuse, and recycle. These will get all nicely labeled, crated alongside the engine block itself, and then it's ready for installing the boat, eh?
I think so.
Awesome.
Very soon we'll be on the water.